Good morning, students. Welcome to the geography class of class 7th. We were doing lesson number 1 of geography. The name of the lesson is Representation of Geographical Features of the Earth. Topics to be discussed in this lesson are: number 1, its introduction; number 2, types of maps; number 3, topographical maps. After that, we will discuss components of map. In components of map, we will discuss two main points. Number 1, scale. Number 2, sign and symbols. Students, today we will discuss conventional sign and symbols. Conventional symbols are universally accepted. The symbols that we use on map to represent various features of the Earth's surface. These symbols provide a plenty of information in a limited space. They make map very simple and understandable. Conventional symbols are also called map legend because they tell the story of the map. Like legend, they are also called map key as they unlock the meaning of various symbols. Students, you have to take out page number 13. Conventional symbols or signs. The symbols that are used all over the world on various maps to show different features are known as conventional symbols. Students, mark the definition of conventional symbols. There are many features on the earth such as mountains, hills, valleys, seas, ocean, airports, ports, dams, forests, etc. They cannot be shown as such on the map for the lack of space. Therefore, to show these features, cartographer use certain letters, shades, colors, pictures and lines as symbol that are internationally approved. These symbols provide a lot of information in a limited space. These symbols make a map simple to read. The first conventional symbol we will discuss is boundaries. Boundaries means border lines. We will discuss three boundaries: international boundary, state boundary and district boundary. First is international boundary. It indicates the border between the countries. It is represented by a bold dash and dot. It is represented in black color. Number 2 is state boundary. It indicates the states within the countries. It is represented by a single dash and dot line. It is shown in black color. Next is district boundary. It indicates the borders between the district within a state. It is represented by series of dashes. It is also represented in black color. Districts are further divided into tehsil or talukas. It forms the boundary between the tehsil within a district. These are represented by series of dots. Next, we will discuss about settlements. By the word settlements, we mean an area where the people live. We will discuss about towns or villages. Towns may be inhabited or deserted. By the word inhabited towns, we mean towns with the more population. And by the word deserted towns, we mean areas or the towns with less population. Next, fort. By the word fort, we mean killa. Settlements are always shown in red color in the map. This icon is of inhabited towns where the population is more. This icon is of deserted towns where the population is less. This icon is used for the forts in the map. Next, we will discuss about huts. There are two types of huts, permanent huts and temporary huts. Permanent huts are shown with red color filled square boxes, whereas temporary huts are shown with red color unfilled square boxes. Next is antiquities. These are the places where antiques are preserved. The icon of antiquities is this. Next is temple. That means mandir. The icon of temple is this with the flag at the top. Next is chhatri. By the word chhatri, we mean roadside sheltering place, mostly seen in the villages. Next is church. The icon of church is this with the cross symbol at the top. Next is mosque. This is the symbol of mosque. Next is Eidgah. Students, this is the symbol of Eidgah. Next is tomb. Here we can see the symbol of tomb. Next is graves, where the dead are buried. Here this is the symbol of graves. Next we will discuss about roadways. There are two types of roads, metalled roads and unmetalled roads. Metal roads are shown in red color double lined. They are also called pakka roads. Unmetalled roads are shown with red color broken lines, and these roads are called kacha roads. Next is cart track. It is a road over farmland. It is made by bullock carts. Students, this is the symbol of cart track. Next is pack track. It is a path made by constant use by the men or the animals to travel. It is shown in broken red line with the cross. Next is footpath with bridge. It is a temporary path made by men to cross a region, shown by a single line of dots in red with a bridge between. Students, this is a symbol of footpath with bridge. Students, next we will discuss about railways. The conventional symbol of railways are divided on the basis of gauge. What is gauge? The distance between the two rails is called a gauge. In broad gauge, the distance is about 1.69 meters. Students, this is the icon of broad gauge. In meter gauge, the distance between the two rails is 1 meter. This is the icon of meter gauge. Next is narrow gauge. The distance between the rails is 0.7 meters. Students, this is the icon of narrow gauge. Next, we will discuss the conventional symbols used for the water bodies and means of irrigation in topographical map. Students, this is the symbol of stream. Stream in the topographical map is shown with a blue color. By the word stream, we mean a small or a narrow river. Next is canal. Students, this is the symbol of canal. It is shown in the blue color in the map. Canal is a man-made channel connected to the main river in which the water is diverted for irrigation in dry region during dry season. Next is dam. Students, this is the symbol of dam. Dam is a man-made structure built across a river to control the overflow of water. Dams are used to control flood and produce hydroelectricity. Next is the symbol of well. Well is a bore in the ground. It is lined with the bricks and cement with water in it. It is shown as a blue dot on the map. Next is tube well. Students, this is the symbol of tube well. It is a bore much deeper than an ordinary well. The water from the tube well is drawn with the help of a pump. It is shown with the triangle in a blue color in the map. The water in the tube well is drawn with the help of a pump. Blue color triangle in the map shows tube well. Next is tank. Tanks are the main source of irrigation, especially in the rocky region during dry season. The water is stored and used for the various purposes. Tanks in the map are shown with the colored blue square. Sometimes we see alphabetic symbols in topographical map. Here we have the list of those alphabetic symbols. PO in the topographical map represents post office. TO in the topographical map represents telegraph office. This is the icon of telegraph lines used in topographical map. PTO represents post and telegraph. PS represents police station in topographical map. Students, next we will discuss the symbol of triangulated height. What is triangulated height? The height of a particular point above the sea level. This height is calculated by triangulation method. It is indicated by a small triangle beside number showing the height. Students, this is the symbol of triangulated height. Next is benchmark. What is benchmark? It is the height of rock, stone, wall or a building that is above the sea level. Students, this is the symbol of benchmark. Next is contour. Students, this is the symbol of contour. What is contour? These are imaginary lines shown in brown color joining the places of equal height above the sea level. The distance between the two contours is normally 20 meters. Next is sand dunes. Students, this is the symbol of sand dunes. Sand dunes are the hills of sand. Sand dunes on the map are shown with the dark brown color. These are formed due to wind deposition in the desert region. Students, these were all important conventional signs and symbols we use in topographical map. With this, we have completed our chapter 1, representation of geographical features of the earth. I hope you have completed your back exercises side by side. Thank you and have a nice day.